Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Greece today on a day-long visit, the first by an Indian premier in 40 years. He is holding talks with his Greek counterpart to strengthen bilateral ties. Indira Gandhi was the last Indian leader to visit Greece in 1983. Prime Minister Modi's visit comes after External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar visited the country in 2021 and tried to revive ties between the two nations. It was then that Greece had in fact signed the framework agreement to the International Solar Alliance and extended support to India on the Missile Technology Control Regime Agreement. The Ministry of External Affairs in a statement said India and Greece enjoy civilizational ties which have strengthened in recent years through cooperation in areas like maritime, transport, defense, trade and investments and people-to-people ties. Prime Minister Modi sets foot in the historic city of Athens for his first ever visit to Greece. Prime Minister Modi has been conferred with the Grand Cross of the Order of Honour by the Greek President in Athens. The MAA said the honour was given to Prime Minister Modi for his decisive contribution to the strategic promotion of Greek-Indian friendship in areas of mutual interest. The award is conferred on Prime Ministers and eminent personalities who, by reason of their distinguished position, have contributed to enhancing the stature of Greece.
Friends, ग्रीस और भारत ये एक स्वाभाविक मिलन है। विश्व की दो पुरातन सभ्यताओं के बीच, विश्व के दो पुरातन लोकतांत्रिक विचारधाराओं के बीच और विश्व के पुरातन व्यापारिक और सांस्कृतिक संबंधों के बीच, फ्रेंड्स, हमारे संबंधों की नींव जितनी प्राचीन है उतनी ही मजबूत है। विज्ञान, कला और संस्कृति सभी विषयों में हमने एक दूसरे से सीखा है।
We are ready to proceed side by side in dealing with the challenges of our times, especially in the period of upheaval and war in Ukraine, facts which make it even more necessary to respect the UN Charter.
All right, let's go back to Shri to understand this better. Shri, this is the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Greece in 4 decades. So even as, India, the MA and the Prime Minister talk about the great civilizational ties between the two countries, the very fact that no Indian Premier had visited that country in 40 years, I think says a lot about the state of ties between the two countries. So in substantive terms, really, what kind of a relationship do India and Greece currently share?
So, Neha, if you look at Greece, ever since the 2008, crisis on Wall Street happened, Greece has been in an economic, crisis. It is the most indebted nation in the European Union. Its investment, its bonds, which is the government bonds, sovereign bonds, were rated as junk until recently. So only over the last 2 years has, Greece started to turn the corner. But it's still a $220 billion economy of just 11 million people. And the trade between India and Greece is 2 billion. But I would like to believe the reason why Prime Minister Modi decided to stop by Athens is not because it's on the way back home from Johannesburg to India. I think there's a bigger international play and there's a more strategic reason why he decided to go to that country and be the first prime minister to visit in 40 years. Now, let's look at what happened in Greece after 2008. Once again, a country that says that we have no hegemonistic ambitions was the first to fish in troubled water. What did China do? It went and bought assets in Greece. So the most important port in Greece is owned by a Chinese company, Costco. The national grid of Greece is 24% owned by China. China's Xinhua, which is a state agency, has a partnership with Greece's official agency. It also has a partnership in Greece's largest newspaper. So China has been building its economic and soft power in Greece Why? Because it's a gateway to Europe. Now, happily, over the last 2 years, China's influence has been coming down because of the current government, which is keen, and also the shift that's happening geopolitically, where EU and both US have become wary of China's growing influence. So I think this is the right time for a country like India to go in and strengthen its relations with Greece, which, although it's a very small economy, is of strategic importance. And there's much to gain by building economic and political connections with Greece. So I think those are the reasons why I believe Prime Minister Modi stopped by in Athens. Neha, well, the honor is definitely welcomed, and it's been given on behalf of the people of India. So for the people of India, so it's doubly welcome. But I think the reasons are more strategic, as I just mentioned, Neha.
Okay, so it wasn't just to visit the Acropolis. Got it, Sri.